One of the SUVs on this list has a 33% chance of reaching 250,000 miles, nearly 7 times the average car. Another one won the J.D. Power Dependability Award 10 consecutive years. Nobody else in the industry has done that. And the number one pick? I've seen one roll through my shop with over 632,000 miles on the original engine. Not rebuilt. Original. After 20 years of turning wrenches, I've watched thousands of SUVs come and go. Some limp in at 80,000 miles with $5,000 repair bills. Others keep showing up at 250,000 like nothing happened. Today the 9 that earned their spot, backed by data from 400 million vehicles. Stick around for number 1. The reason that SUV refuses to die is something no other channel is explaining. I'm also going to show you a 30-second used car inspection trick worth more than a $200 diagnostic. We're counting down 9 to 1, the most controversial last. I'm dropping a warning, a single model year change that turned a legend into a wallet destroyer. And there's a luxury SUV here that costs less per year than a Honda. Entry number 9, Mazda CX-5. Number 9 surprises people who only think Toyota and Honda. The CX-5 holds the number 1 reliability rating among all midsize SUVs on RepairPal, 4.5 out of 5, with $447 a year in maintenance and an 8% severe repair probability versus 13 for the class. Here's what sets it apart: 0 bad model years. Every year from 2013 to 2025 came back clean. I had a customer trade in a 2014 CX-5 last fall at 197,000 miles. Original engine, original transmission, oil changes, brakes, 1 set of struts. A $447 a year vehicle for over a decade. Mazda uses a 2.5-liter naturally aspirated Skyactiv with a timing chain paired with a conventional 6-speed automatic. No CVT, no turbo. The 6-speed lasts longer than those Nissan Jatco CVTs, blowing up at 100,000 miles with $3,800 bills. One warning: stick with the naturally aspirated 2.5. The turbo 2.5T has a TSB for cracked cylinder heads. And don't confuse this with the CX-70 or CX-90, which scored 32 out of 100 in Consumer Reports. Check the badge: Skyactiv G 2.5, not 2.5T. Used 2018 to 2021 sweet spot, $18,000 to $27,000. My verdict: lowest maintenance cost in a midsize SUV. The one nobody talks about that every mechanic respects. Who should buy? Dead simple reliability, great commuter. Who should skip? Need 3 rows, towing, or off-road capability. Now number 8, a name everyone knows, but there's a 1-year gap that's destroyed engines. This is where I show you that 30-second trick. Entry number 8, Honda CR-V. The CR-V ties the CX-5 at 4.5 out of 5 on RepairPal with the cheapest annual maintenance on this list, $407 a year. Average lifespan, 188,000 miles, 32,000 longer than the national average. But the 2017 Honda CR-V might be the biggest reliability trap in the used SUV market right now. I had a customer bring in a 2018 CR-V last spring. 72,000 miles, bought certified pre-owned. I pulled the dipstick and the oil smelled like a gas station. In 2017, Honda swapped the proven 2.4-liter K24 for a 1.5-liter turbo. Unburned fuel washed past the piston rings into the crankcase. The 2016? $407 a year, mechanic's favorite. The 2017? Car complaints labeled it a clunker. Maintenance jumped to $789. 1 year apart. If oil dilution damages the internals, $3,500 to $6,000. Honda fixed it by 2020, but the 2017 to 2019 models are still on used lots with no warning labels. Here's that 30-second trick, works on any used SUV. Pop the oil fill cap, check the underside. Clean honey-colored residue, good. Thick milky sludge, walk away. Coolant mixing with oil means head gasket failure. On a CR-V, pull the dipstick and smell it. Raw gasoline means oil dilution. 2 checks, 30 seconds, saves you $4,000. The 2016 is the golden year, bulletproof 2.4-liter, backup camera, Bluetooth, $14,000 to $20,000 used. Want newer? Go 2020 or later. My verdict: one of the cheapest SUVs to own, if you buy the right year. Who should buy? Budget owners wanting lowest maintenance. Who should skip? Anyone buying used without verifying service history. Drop a comment if you owned a 2017 or 2018 CR-V oil dilution or lucky. Number 7 won 2 major reliability awards the same year. Entry number 7, Toyota RAV4. Number 1 most reliable model in Consumer Reports 2025 and number 1 compact SUV in J.D. Power 2025, simultaneously. $429 a year, 0.3 shop visits annually. The joke in my shop is we make our money on other cars because RAV4s barely need anything. A 2015 came in last month at 211,000 miles for a brake job. Original everything. The owner asked, "Should I worry?" I told her she had another 80,000 miles of not worrying. The RAV4 Hybrid uses Toyota's eCVT, planetary gears, no belts, no clutch packs. Avoid 2006 to 2007 oil consumption, a quart every 600 miles, and 2019 first-year redesign. Sweet spot, 2015 to 2018 at $16,000 to $24,000 or 2021 to 2023 at $24,000 to $32,000. My verdict, the safest SUV recommendation I can make. Who should buy? First-time buyers, families, commuters. Who should skip? Anyone wanting driving excitement or off-road capability. Number 6 is my curveball, a luxury SUV that costs less to maintain than the Honda we just talked about. Entry number 6, Acura RDX. Number 1 out of all 11 luxury compact SUVs on RepairPal, 4.5 out of 5, at $497 a year. That's 42% cheaper than the $859 luxury class average. 6% severe repair probability, lowest on this entire list. Runs on regular gas. A customer cross-shopped a 2021 BMW X3 against a 2021 RDX, both $34,000 used. BMW's 5-year maintenance was $2,258 higher per car edge. He bought the RDX. First service, oil change, tire rotation, $89 total. He looked at me like I forgot something. Built on Honda DNA. Expected lifespan, 250,000 to 300,000 miles. Used 2020 to 2023, $28,000 to $38,000. Check for cold start timing chain rattle. The 2.0T uses a chain, but a rattle means the tensioner is wearing. My verdict, luxury that actually makes financial sense. Who should buy? Premium experience without German maintenance costs. Who should skip? If the BMW badge matters more than the ownership cost. Past halfway. Number 5. Same vehicle, same body, 59% difference in longevity based on one decision at the dealer. Entry number 5. Lexus RX Hybrid. The RX Hybrid has a 17% chance of reaching 250,000 miles, 3.5 times average. The non-hybrid RX hits 11%. Same body, same badge. The hybrid is 59% more likely to last $250,000. I serviced a 2012 RX 450h at 224,000 miles. Hybrid battery still in spec. Rear brakes lasted 168,000 miles. Regenerative braking does the work. J.D. Power, 93 out of 100. Maintenance, $550, 32% below the $807 luxury average. Toyota's eCVT eliminates the components that kill transmissions. The electric motor handles low-speed driving where wear is highest. Avoid 2007 to 2008 and the 1999 to 2003 RX 300 catastrophic transmission failures. Sweet spot, 2018 to 2022 RX 450h at $25,000 to $45,000. A clunk from park to drive means a worn engine mount, $400 fix and good negotiation leverage. My verdict, luxury meets longevity. Who should buy? Luxury comfort at Honda maintenance costs. Who should skip? Anyone wanting sporty handling. It drives like a couch on wheels. If this list is helping, hit subscribe. More videos coming that dealerships don't want you watching. Number 4 has the most important data point in this entire video. Entry number 4, Toyota Highlander Hybrid. The Highlander Hybrid has a 31% chance of reaching 250,000 miles, third most likely vehicle in existence, ranking above the Land Cruiser and every Honda. $489 a year, 0.3 shop visits. I had 2 Highlanders in my shop the same day. A 2021 gas model at 74,000 miles, transmission slipping, $8,500 replacement quote. A 2018 hybrid at 189,000 miles, oil change and cabin filter, $62, drove home. same nameplate, completely different ownership. The gas Highlander reaches 250k only 12.7% of the time. The hybrid, 31%. That's the most dramatic powertrain comparison in the IC cars database. Toyota's Planetary Gear eCVT has no clutch packs, no torque converter. The electric motor handles stop and go, where wear is highest. Critical warning, the 2020 Plus gas Highlander's 8-speed automatic is failing between 60,000 and 100,000 miles. Replacement, $8,500 to $9,500. Class action rumblings. If buying 2020 or newer, get the hybrid only. Used sweet spot, 2017 to 2019 third-gen hybrid. Test drive tip, do a cold start before the dealer warms it up. Shift slowly through every gear. Hesitation between reverse and drive on the gas model at 60k is an early sign of 8-speed failure. My verdict, the data-backed family hauler. 3 rows, 250k miles, a transmission that won't quit. Who should buy? Families needing 3 rows and maximum longevity. Who should skip? Needs serious towing or off-road? It's a crossover, not a truck. Own a Highlander hybrid? Drop your mileage in the comments. Number 3 won the same award for a decade straight. Entry number 3, Lexus GX. 10 consecutive J.D. Power Midsize Premium SUV Dependability Awards. No other vehicle in any category has matched that. IC cars, 18.3% to 250k, 4 times average. My customer's 2015 GX 460 at 178,000 miles. Tows about, daily drives Wisconsin winters. 1 unscheduled repair. A brake actuator at 142k for $2,300. His buddy's BMW X5 cost more than that in a single year. Underneath the leather, body-on-frame, shared with the 4Runner and Land Cruiser. The 4.6L V8 is naturally aspirated, paired with a proven 6-speed. Maintenance, $770, below the $807 luxury average. Watch for the coolant valley plate gasket, $4,900 repair. Check the coolant reservoir and look for pinkish residue around the valley cover between the cylinder banks. Skip the 2010 model. Avoid the new GX 550 until its turbo hybrid is proven. My verdict, a Land Cruiser in a tuxedo. Who should buy? Luxury with body-on-frame toughness. Who should skip? Fuel economy seekers, the V8 drinks. Before the top 2, drop your guess for number 1. Number 2 is the vehicle humanitarian organizations bet lives on. Entry number 2, Toyota Land Cruiser. The United Nations, Red Cross, mining companies across Africa and Central Asia all run Land Cruisers, engineered for where repair infrastructure doesn't exist. IC cars, 8.8 out of 10, highest of any large SUV. Top 1% average over 280,000 miles. A customer last year brought in a 2007 at 387,000 miles for a timing belt. Brakes, tires, timing belts, water pumps, 2 starters, that's all he'd done. I scoped the cylinders and they looked like another 100k easy. A documented 1998 hit 440,000 on routine maintenance. And a courier just put 110,000 miles on a 2024 Land Cruiser in under a year, 0 issues. Annual maintenance, $843, highest on the list. But the mechanic math, $843 times 20 years is $16,860. Buying 2 replacement SUVs at $35,000 each is $70,000. The Land Cruiser saves you $50,000 long-term. Avoid 2008 Takata airbags and 2016 rough shifting 8-speed. Best years, 2004, 2007, 2012. On a used 100 series, inspect the frame around rear leaf spring mounts and body mount points. Frame corrosion is the number 1 killer. My verdict, the most over-engineered consumer vehicle on the road. Who should buy? 20-year ownership, no flinch at $843 a year. Who should skip? Budget buyers, 200 series runs $55,000 to $90,000 plus used. Alright. Number 1. The engineering reason it refuses to die is something every buyer needs to understand. Entry number 1, Toyota 4Runner. The 4Runner has a 32.9% chance of reaching 250,000 miles. Out of every vehicle in the IC Cars database, not just SUVs, everything, the 4Runner ranks number 2. A verified Carfax shows 632,299 miles on the original engine. The one I'll never forget. A 2005 at 312,000 miles that came in for a headlight bulb. I put it on the lift anyway. Frame solid, he'd been undercoating every 2 years. Engine smooth. Transmission clean. I told him, "You'll get rid of this when you're tired of looking at it, not because it broke." He laughed and said he'd been tired of looking at it for 5 years but couldn't justify replacing something that still worked. Here's what nobody else explains. The 5th Gen 4Runner ran the exact same 4.0-liter V6 and 5-speed automatic for 14 consecutive years, 2010 through 2024. No turbo, no CVT, no redesign. Toyota let the assembly line perfect that combination while everyone else chased horsepower with turbos and CVTs that blow up at 120,000 miles. The A755 speed routinely handles 250,000 miles. Body on frame means the latter frame absorbs stress independently, replace rusty panels with a healthy frame. On a unibody, structural rust means the vehicle is done. Annual maintenance, $514. Resale, 38.5% depreciation over 5 years versus 49% average. Critical warning, 2003 to 2005 had a frame rust epidemic, class action lawsuit. Get under the vehicle with a flashlight and screwdriver. Tap the frame rails. Solid metal rings. If the screwdriver pushes through, that truck is scrapped no matter how clean the body looks. Best buys, 2017 to 2021 at $28,000 to $42,000. My verdict, the most reliable SUV you can buy. I'd put my own money on this before anything else on 4 wheels. The mechanic math, you'll spend more on gas over its lifetime than on repairs. Who should buy? Anyone keeping past $200K who values simplicity, the SUV mechanics take home. Who should skip? Want a smooth ride or modern tech? It rides like a truck because it is one. 9 SUVs that earned their spot through millions of miles, not marketing budgets. You know the years to buy, the ones to avoid, what each costs to run, and 2 parking lot inspection tricks. If you want the SUVs that almost made this list and the reasons they got cut, plus a $35 maintenance trick that saves thousands, I broke that down right here. 20 years of experience talking. Like, subscribe, and I'll keep giving you the truth the dealerships won't. Take care of your car and it will take care of you. Take it or leave it, I'll see you in the next one.